second grade. It's Miss King here. And last week I read to you a story about Beagle the Unimaginary Friend. Well, this week I'm going to be reading a Tacky book to you. And I remember how everyone really loved the last Tacky book that we read for Mentor Sentences a few months ago, 3 Cheers for Tacky. Well, this is a different Tacky book, and it's called Tacky in Trouble. So let's see what our friend Tacky is up to now. Tacky in Trouble by Helen Lester, illustrated by Lynn Munzinger. As goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, and perfect, sang sunrise on the iceberg, the sun rose on the iceberg, they felt very much in charge. What's happening? Blared Tacky, the penguin, greeting each of his companions with a hearty slap on the back. After breakfast, the penguins went about their morning activities, whether they were ice block building, napkin folding, feather combing, or ballroom dancing. Tacky was the odd bird. Then it was nap time. Nap time for all, that is, but Tacky. What a great day for surfing, he cried. Would that be fun or what? It would be what? Said goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, and perfect. Go surfing if you must, but please do it quietly. So Tacky took off alone and coasted over the waves. Suddenly, the wind came up, filling his shirt like a sail, and he found himself blowing full speed ahead out to sea. He loved the spray on his beak and the thrill of the ride. On he sailed and on through sunny days and starlit nights. By the time he finally reached land, he was standing on tippy webs on an ice cube, with his little heart beating in excitement. Tacky waddled ashore, ready for an adventure. Let's see what he's going to get himself into. After being greeted by the strangest penguins he'd ever seen, he came upon a very large rock. How nice! He had lots of rocks at home. Funny, he thought Tacky. This rock is warm. And it's a little squishy. The rocks he knew were hard and sort of hairy. Hairy? He couldn't remember any hairy rocks back on the iceberg. Tacky never could sit still for long, so he did the little rock hopping dance he'd always enjoyed doing at home. I don't need shoes, and I don't need socks. Just my mellow yellow feet for hopping on the rocks. Hey! I don't need shoes, and I don't need socks. Just my mellow yellow feet for hopping on the rocks. Hey! I don't. Suddenly, the rock rose up in a voice louder than any penguin's, a voice louder than even Tacky's, boomed, "Something's tickling my back." Before Tacky could ask, "What's happening?" the rock, whose name happened to be Rocky, grabbed him, and they were crashing through the jungle. That's not a rock, it's an elephant. Tacky loved adventures, but was this fun or what? He wasn't so sure. Finally, Rocky came to a very gray clearing, plunked Tacky down and bellowed, "Flowers for my table!" While Tacky was puzzled, Rocky was overjoyed, for she had taken one look at Tacky's shirt and was convinced she had brought home the most beautiful bunch of flowers in the world. "Yes, indeedy, just what I needed to brighten up this dreary old place. Let's see. I'll need a wide vase. It's a gorgeous bunch of flowers, but pretty thick around the stem area." After choosing her widest vase, Rocky plopped Tacky in and he looked around. The table was set for dinner with catsup and lemon pie and grape punch and gravy and mustard and marmalade and peanut butter and lots of other good things. Rocky galloped gleefully around the table singing, "Flowers make all the difference! Flowers make all the difference!" "I'm not a bunch of flowers," said Tacky. "Say what?" Rocky trumpeted. "Of course you're a bunch of flowers. Don't be silly." Oh, the wind's not cooperating with Miss King today. She sniffed Tacky. "You smell lovely, too." "Thank you," said Tacky, "but I'm not a bunch of flowers. I'm a penguin." Rocky eyed Tacky suspiciously. What's a penguin? Some sort of weird plant? No, offered Tacky. It's a kind of bird. A bird? Snorted Rocky. What a hoot! You're not like any bird I've ever seen. Tacky felt his neck feathers prickle uncomfortably. I'm really, honestly, truly a penguin, he repeated. Rocky did not want to hear this. She wanted flowers. She needed those flowers, and her dog Gray home needed those flowers. If you're a penguin, prove it, Rocky demanded. Then she reached out. Whoosh! She snatched Tacky's shirt. At least I'm keeping the pretty blossoms, no matter what. Well, unless you can convince me you're a penguin. Tacky knew he was in trouble now. His shirt was his sail, and without his shirt, how would he get home? Would he ever see Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect again? Hurry up now, I'm hungry, and I don't have all day, snapped Rocky impatiently. Prove you're a penguin. Do something penguinish. Tacky thought very hard. Oh, he just had to show her. Oh yes, he remembered. Penguins march. He began. 1, 2, 3. Stepped in the catsup bowl without knowing it, and continued marching over the table. 4, 5, 17, 100. What else? What else? Asked Rocky. Penguins belly slide. Tacky got a running start, skidded across the lemon pie, and swished in swirls over the tablecloth. Where was that lemon smell coming from? Go on, ordered Rocky. Penguins dive. Tacky took a bounding leap up and did a splashy cannonball into the pitcher of a great punch. Refreshing. More confused than convinced, Rocky asked, and? Keep going. Alright, let's see what else Tacky does. What else? What else could a penguin do? Then he remembered what had gotten him into this situation in the first place, and he said, penguins are excellent hoppers. Bravely, tilting his beak up in his best proper hopping form, he hopped in the gravy and hopped on the cloth. And hopped in the mustard, and hopped on the cloth, and hopped on the marmalade, and hopped on the cloth, and hopped in the peanut butter, and stopped. Then he waddled stickily over to Rocky. See? He shrugged hopefully. I'm a penguin. Rocky looked at her red, yellow, purple, brown, gold, orange, and tan tablecloth and bellowed, What have you done to my tablecloth? Tacky froze. He had been having so much fun doing penguin things, and he hadn't even realized that he'd made a mess. Uh-oh, he thought. I'm stuck here forever. I'll never get home to my iceberg. What's Tacky gonna do? My tablecloth, hooted Rocky. I love it. I simply love it. Look at those colors. They're brilliant. They're beautiful. And they're so much prettier than your blossoms. No offense. Here you go, you wonderful odd, whatever you are. With that, she picked up Tacky's shirt and flipped it to him. She also threw him a hot dog, a cookie, and 3 kisses. Thank you, she trumpeted as Tacky waved goodbye and set out for the water's edge. So it all worked out. Now I wonder how Tacky's gonna get home. He leapt onto a log thinking, I didn't know ice blocks came in brown, and as his shirt caught the wind, he set sail. Meanwhile, back on the iceberg, Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect were singing Sunrise on the Iceberg. The sun rose, but they didn't feel in charge. Life just hadn't been the same without Tacky. Everything was so orderly, and they were tired of patting each other on the back and whispering, What is happening? Nothing was happening. Then they saw the speck in the distance. Could it be? As the speck came closer and closer, they could see it was Tacky. Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect hugged Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird, but a nice bird to have around. And many miles away, an elephant sat by her colorful tablecloth and thought the same thing. Don't stop. The end. Alright friends, that was the end of our story. I also have a little activity for you to do this week that kind of goes along with this story, so it's super fun. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. I hope to see you soon. Miss you very much. Bye!